Hi readers! Welcome to day 2 of our shared reading. So I want you to think back to the book yesterday for shared reading. I'll give you a hint, had to do with these. That's right, we are reading Here Are My Hands. So I'm going to ask you one question. What do you remember about this book? Go ahead and tell me. What do you remember about this book? Okay, turn back to me in 3, 2, 1. Maybe you remembered the body parts that this book talked about. Maybe you remembered that this book talked about a body part and then told us some things this body part can do. Yeah, a lot of things to remember. Thank you for your smart answers. All right, so today we are going to echo read this book. And echo read means Miss Bush reads the first page, and then it's your turn to read the first page. So it's I do it, and then you do it. So it's really important that you listen to Miss Bush the first time, because when I point like this, it's gonna be your turn to read that same page, okay? All right, and as we do this, I want you to listen to a pattern in the book, okay? All right, ready? Okay. Here are my hands. Here Are My Hands, written by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault. Good. Illustrated by Ted Rand. Very nice. All right. Here are my hands for catching and throwing. Here are my feet for stopping and going. Your turn. Good. My turn. Here is my head for thinking and knowing. Your turn. Good. Here is my nose for smelling and blowing. Your turn. Here are my eyes for seeing and crying. Your turn. Very nice. Here are my ears for washing and drying. Your turn. All right, my turn. Here are my knees for falling down. Your turn. Here is my neck for turning around. Your turn. Here are my cheeks for kissing and blushing. Your turn. Here are my teeth for chewing and brushing. Your turn. Here is my elbow, my arm, and my chin. Your turn. And here is my skin that bundles me in. Your turn. Very nice job, friends. All right. So now here's my question after we echo read the book. What is the pattern in this book? What did you notice how it was written? What is the pattern in this book? Go ahead. Okay, turn back to me in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you might have noticed that the pattern in this book is almost every page started the same way. For example, if we go to the first page, it started with the words, "Here are my," and then it talked about a body part, "hands," for catching and throwing. The next page also starts the same. "Here are my," but the body part changed from hands to feet. The third page, does it start the same way? "Here is my," yeah, and then it changes the body part from feet to head. Every page is starting with "here is my," and then changing the body part, except pages 23 and 24 do not follow the pattern. So here's 22. Let's go over here, sorry. At the very end, it does not start with "here is my." It says, and here is my skin. So it has "and" in the beginning. Also a pattern, not just starting the same, is almost every page talks about a body part, and then it gives you 2 things the body part can do. For example, this part talked about a person's head, and it gave us 2 things a person's head can do, for thinking and for knowing. On this page, it talked about a person's nose, that's the body part, and the 2 things your nose can do, smelling and blowing. Almost every page followed that pattern, except at the very end, when it said, "Here is my elbow," that's a pattern, but then it changed it, because it said, "Here's my elbow, my arm, and my chin." And then at the very end, you just get there. And here is my skin that bundles me in. So the end was a little bit different. As readers, we always want to look for those patterns because it helps us become better readers. All right, friends, thank you for joining me for Shared Reading Day 2. We echo read the story, we looked for a pattern, we found a pattern, and we talked about it. Good job, and I will see you next week for Shared Reading. Bye.